at? Where you at? The king of the smack. What up, where you at? What up, where you at? King of the smack. What up, where you at? What up, where you at? Yo, I rock from South Bay to LA, from NY to Texas. You seeing who the best is, homie, now check your records. I'm reckless, you better call the
separate myself from who I really am to fit into your plan. You're cutting me in two, ripping me in three. You're killing with those words you say to me.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the World Heavyweight Championship. From Washington, D.C., weighing in at 317 pounds, Batista. Introducing the challenger, from Long Island, New York, the Superstar.
Feet, stomp my heat, pump the streets, jump. You don't want war if my feet stomp my heat, pump in the streets, jump. Yeah, you don't want war. My feet stomp the heat, pump the streets, yeah, jump. Come on, you don't want war if my feet stomp my heat, pump in the streets, jump. You don't want war. I knew I was wanted by them Keystone cops for keeping the hardcore music in the streets so hot. We never focus on the don't haves, 'cause we have not. I put the cap. Now we have nots. I thrust the hood to the music game, corrupted the sound. And went from state to state with microphones busting.
We are just minutes away from Raw action, coming to you live from Trenton, New Jersey. Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler, and what a show we have tonight.
I know, JR. Of course, when you've got the superstars of Raw, you know that every show's going to be a great one.
No doubt about it, King. Trenton is fired up for the Raw superstars, and I know they're going to return the favor here tonight.
Boy, it's obvious these superstars have done their homework on each other.
They sure have, and this is one hell of an exam.
Let's hope it's not their final exam, JR. I'd love to see them go at it again.
Well, if I think the fans have their way, you'll get your wish, King.
I think the best is yet to come in this match, JR.
I agree with you 100%. Whenever you put abilities of this caliber in a match together, it just gets better and better. He's a slippery devil.
Man, is there even going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done?
Not if they have their way, King. Everything they came in here with tonight is going to be left in that ring, mark my words.
I hope these fans appreciate it, JR. These superstars are putting it all on the line for them right here tonight.
This capacity crowd is solidly behind their superstar. Look at this.
Wow, could you be any more biased, JR? How about some fair and balanced commentary? I'll never understand what the big deal is about Batista. He's just another superstar.
The submission has been expertly applied, and now it's just a matter of time.
That's right, JR. You've either got to break the hold or get broken by it.
Oh, for the love of... Open your eyes, Ref. I can't believe he got away with that.
Well, you might not like it, JR, but he's going to do whatever it takes to win this one. This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's
Superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be pushing up daisies right now.
And you've got to admit, that makes for a much more interesting match, JR.
It sure does. But I just hope these superstars can settle their differences in the ring and leave it at that. Look at this! Look at this! You talk about a house of fire, you're seeing it right here!
Yeah? Well, somebody better put out that fire, or this one's not going to end well.
What a phenomenon is the animal Batista. You talk about a force of nature, you're looking at him right there.
Force of nature? More like freak of nature, if you ask me. The fact that Batista even considers himself a main eventer is ridiculous.
He's a world heavyweight champion, King. In my book, as long as you wear that title around your waist, you're the biggest thing in the business at that moment.
Come on, JR. Haven't you ever heard of a fluke champion? Batista got lucky. You don't get into the Hall of Fame for being lucky.
No, you don't. And you don't get there on a fluke. But Batista's the real deal. And that's why it wouldn't surprise me. What a submission hold! Could this be a tap out?
It isn't. The hold can't be broken. You can't take this kind of pain for long. You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... No. Go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. I think this one's got all the makings of a bona fide slobber knocker. Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing.
What? Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? It's been obvious to me since the start of the match.
Oh, really? Well then, why don't you just enlighten the rest of us, King?
No way.
These fans know what he's about to do next.
Look out! Batista bomb! That's gotta be it, JR!
We could be looking at a pinfall here, folks.
Wow! Listen to these fans, JR!
You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all the people some of the time, but there's no fooling the WWE fans at all.
I'm so disgusted with Batista, JR. He could have stayed with Triple H and Ric Flair in Evolution and continued to ride the coattails of two of the greatest legends in this business. Oh, man, that doesn't look good.
Talk about targeting a body part and picking it apart.
I don't think I've ever felt more anticipation during a match than I am right now, JR.
I know what you mean, King. It's hard to find words to describe the electricity in the air here tonight.
You think this is going to be a back and forth kind of match? Or do you think this is going to be pretty one?
He went straight for the pin. No flies on him.
Match than I am right now, JR.
I know what you mean, King. It's hard to find words to describe the electricity in the air here tonight.
I'd ask you who you want to win this matchup, JR, but it's been pretty obvious since the start of the show who you're pulling for.
I'm trying to remain as objective as I can, King. Quite frankly, I'd rather see a good competitive matchup than see a particular superstar win or lose this thing.
Oh, come on. Everyone knows you play favorites. You're always trying to kiss up to the fans by talking up whoever they're cheering for.
I've never been a kiss-up in my life, King, which is more than I can say for some people. I call them like I see them, and I'm flattered that the WWE fans agree with me as often as they do.
I don't know how much more of this I can stand to listen to, JR. You know what the difference between you and I-95 is? You can turn off I-95. I can stand to listen to, JR. You know what the difference between you and I-95 is? You can turn off I-95. I've been looking forward to this match all night, JR. I can't believe it's finally underway.
This has been a hotly anticipated contest, and as far as I'm concerned, it's living up to the hype.
No question about that, JR. The fans certainly seem to be into it, that's for sure.
And when it comes down to it, that's all that matters.
He countered that one perfectly. I could watch these superstars go at it all night, JR.
So could I, King.
Oh boy, here it comes. Go at it all night, JR.
So could I, King, but all good things must come to an end. Let's just hope it just doesn't end too soon.
One.
I don't think that these superstars have even contemplated the fact that they might lose.
I'm sure they have. That's not the kind of attitude you come in with and expect to pick up the win.
You're right about that, JR. If you can't see yourself having your arm raised by the referee when it's over, don't bother showing up.
One. Two.
This is a classic matchup, King. I'm so glad the WWE fans are getting the chance to see it.
Yeah, and I'm happy that I'm getting to see it too, JR. I just wish they'd pick up the pace a little.
Oh no,
5.
this is classic old school wrestling at its finest. You, of all people, should be able to appreciate that, King.
Wait a minute, JR. You're not trying to say that I'm old, are you?
Of course not, King. Although there was that rumor going around about your social security number was 1.
I think these superstars have a legitimate beef with each other, JR.
So do I, King. I'm not so sure their issues with each other are going... And there he goes! The submission is locked in!
Oh my gosh! He might make his opponent tap right here!
If one of these superstars starts to build momentum, it could be the beginning of the end of this match.
That's right, JR. You don't see a lot of matches won with 1 or 2 big moves.
You sure don't. You've got to lay the groundwork first.
Can you believe we actually get paid to do this job, JR?
It's like a dream come true, King. Except when I have to sit here and listen to you drool over the divas.
Come on, JR. You know I'm helpless when it comes to the puppies.
Oh, I know, King. And that's why I'm bringing a pitcher of ice water out here with me next time.
3. 4.
These superstars are putting everything on the line here in this match.
They sure are, and they're doing
6.
it all for the WWE fans. Without them, there'd be no WWE.
1. 1.
You got to respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar
3.
on the roster has had to make more sacrifices
4.
than any other professional athlete I know.
It really is like being married to your career. There's not much room for anything else.
And marriage is a subject which you have...
Uh-oh. Looks like he wants to end this right here.
There it is! The Batista Bomb! That's just raw animal power right
Rope
there!
break.
He's got his opponent in a pinning
1.
predicament!
2.
There's not much room for anything else.
And marriage is a subject which you happen to be something of an authority. Isn't that right, King?
Come on now, JR. A man doesn't know what true Uh-oh. Looks like he wants to end this right here.
There it is! The Batista Bomb! That's just raw animal power right there!
1. 2.
There's not much room for anything else.
And marriage is a subject which you happen to be something of an authority. Isn't that right, King?
Come on now, JR. A man doesn't know what true happiness is until he's married. And then it's too late.
1. 2.
His opponent's down, and now he's sharing a piece of his
3.
mind.
He's going to have to eat those words by the end of this match, JR.
4. 5.
I think I see where this one's going, JR. I don't think we're very far from the end of the match.
I disagree entirely, King. I bet my oak on the sooner ass that this one isn't even close to being over.
That's a pretty big bet, JR. Are you sure you're able to cover it?
1. 2. 3.
Can you believe we're actually watching these superstars go at it, JR?
It's
1.
great to see, King. I've been looking forward to this match for a
2.
long time, and I'm glad to see that it's not a
3.
disappointment.
4. 5.
You've got to ask yourself, how much punishment
6.
will these superstars be able to withstand tonight?
I don't know, JR, but I think they're pretty intent on finding it out.
They certainly are. I don't know how it's going to end, but I can guarantee you.
Uh-oh. Looks like he wants to end this right here.
There it is! The Batista Bomb! That's just raw animal power right
Rope
there!
break.
You're not going to get him with that one. These superstars are in terrific shape, and that comes as no surprise whatsoever.
No kidding. If you don't have that conditioning, you're not going to last long in a match.
You sure aren't, and that's only one of the many reasons.
You're not going to last long in a match.
You sure aren't, and that's only one of the many reasons I try to. That's only one of the. That's only one of the many. That's only one of the. That's only one of the many. That's only one of the many. That's only one of the many reasons I try. That's only one of the many reasons I try to stay out of the ring whenever possible. Out of the ring whenever possible.
They're taking it down a notch, JR. This could get interesting.
They're picking their spots, King. You got to know when to hold them and when to bowl them. He's going to regret not following up here once he loses this match.
Come on, JR. This isn't something you do when you're worried about the... Uh-oh. This isn't going to be pretty.
Oh, come on down.
He's going for the cover, JR.
One.
He's going for the cover, JR.
1, 2, 3.
This capacity crack. What a match. I wonder if we'll ever...
He might have gotten the pinfall, but no one walks away from a match like that unscathed.
Oh, you're right about
Here's
that,
your
King.
winner
He'll
and
be
the
hurt for certain
new
tomorrow.
World Heavyweight
Tell you what,
Champion,
JR, getting the win
the
takes a lot of the edge
Superstar.
off of the pain.
With my feet, stomp my heat, pump the streets, jump. You don't want war if my feet stomp my heat, pump in the streets, jump. Yeah, you don't want war. My feet stomp the heat, pump the streets, yeah, jump. Come on, you don't want war if my feet stomp my heat, pump in the streets, jump. You don't want war. I knew the time when I was wanted by them Keystone cops for keeping the hardcore music in the streets so hot. We never focus on the don't haves, cause we have not. I put the focus on the vocab, now we have not. I brought the hood to the music game, corrupted the sound. And went from state to state with microphones busting it down. A lot of people really hate it, then they loving it now. Cause they raised the label advancing the sound. You don't really want a problem, cause I might hurt you. Drama keep me flipping just like that work do. Made a lot of songs about the I work through. Always kept it underground just like that dirt do. Trying to catch the kids slipping, I leave your ribs tripping, I leave your nose running, I got them foes gunning. Wow, the streets will leave you rapping is easy, but your mind forget you left up in the pool of Fashidi. If my beat stomp my heat, pump the streets, jump. You don't want war if my feet stomp my heat, pump in the streets, jump. No, you don't want war. My feet stomp heat, pump streets, jump. Come on, you don't want war if my feet stomp my heat, pump the streets, jump. Yeah, you don't want war. Not many men can walk the fine line of death and desire. I'm on my Rick James, yeah, my death is my retire. Right hand I get your eye black, left in the fire. The left hand I get your Kanye.
Well, hello there, tough guy. Welcome to the squared circle. We take no mercy on newcomers. I just like you to know that. Hopefully you can handle yourself amongst the lions and wolves that dwell in these parts. You ready for a challenge? By the way, boy, what's your name?
Who am I? Billy Ray, straight gutter, a cat that flows like none other. Dog, I get at your mother. Own your baby sis and play the stoops and blow spliffs with your baby brother. Pretty and chubby, not fat, that's baby blubber. Keep a magnum and not the rubber. Been nice before Bootsy was hollering at baby bubba. And I hate you like my babies